This is Far From Here, a Mary Cage mystery, Book 1, written by Taylor Stark, read by Vivienne. Prologue. The skeletal frame of the unfinished model loomed on Sarah Griffin's desk, its miniature flood barriers poised like sentinels against an unseen tide. Outside her office window, the night was a dark canvas, save for the occasional flicker of streetlights that punctuated the city's insomnia. Within the confines of her firm, Sarah was alone with the symphony of her drafting tools and the soft hum of the computer as it rendered simulations of catastrophic water levels. Her fingers danced over the keyboard, orchestrating a delicate balance between aesthetics and durability. She had long since learned that nature's fury cared little for human ambition, and her designs bore the responsibility of safeguarding lives. The blueprint on her screen was more than a mere structure. It was a promise of refuge, a bulwark against the chaos of rising waters. The clock ticked past midnight, the hour when time seemed to slow and every detail of her work sharpened into focus. It was in these solitary sessions that Sarah felt most alive, her creativity unfettered by the mundane distractions of the day. The intricate patterns of water flow she manipulated were a testament to her dedication, a legacy written not in stone, but in resilience. Focused intently on her task, Sarah barely noticed the passage of time. Each adjustment, each refinement brought her closer to realizing her vision, a community preserved from devastation, a future secured. Her mind was awash with possibilities, each calculation a step towards triumph over the relentless tide. Abruptly, the spell of her concentration shattered. The office lights above Sarah flickered, casting erratic shadows across the plans strewn about her desk. An involuntary shiver traced her spine, a primal response to the sudden disruption. She glanced upwards, her brow furrowing at the stuttering fluorescence that seemed to mock the steadiness of her focus. "Damn wiring," she muttered under her breath, attributing the anomaly to the building's age. But the unease within her refused to dissipate as easily as the words she whispered. She stood, stretching the stiffness from her limbs, and approached the light switch to confirm her suspicions. As Sarah flipped the switch off and then on again, there was a brief moment where darkness enveloped her. When the lights resumed their steady glow, she allowed herself the luxury of a relieved sigh. Yet, as her gaze swept across the room, it snagged on the monitor displaying the feed from the security cameras. The screens, which should have shown the quiet halls and locked entrances of the architectural firm, were black, devoid of the reassuring view of safety they typically provided.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?